for you here in South Africa. Can you tell us more about your visit to South Africa this week?
Yeah, I'm just stopping over here to my way to Mozambique for the African National Beach Soccer. So I take this opportunity to meet some stakeholders to discuss them about African football.
And how important is this country for you in the business of CAF in particular?
No, it's very important in football, this country. You know, this country can be an engine for the football in Africa. You are the league well organized. You are the finance environment who like football. You can bring a lot in football in Africa if you try to open a little bit, not to stay in your own environment, like to look to Africa, because Africa needs you to develop.
You say open, how?
I mean, you know, I discovered only recently that you are a very strong league. And I saw the match, Pirates and the Mamelodi Sundowns. That was, I couldn't believe that is playing the continent. It was only by chance because my colleague that you know very well, Mr. Luxol September, would show me this game. So in Africa, we don't know about this game, about your Champions League here, championship. So try to interest African people to look at your Champions League. Is a really showcase in terms of organization, in terms of competitiveness, yes.
Is that why these three clubs, Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, Sundowns, will be important in the new Super League?
Yeah, they will be important because they're well organized in terms of the competition, in terms of they are well organized. They are always on the top of the domestic league. I mean, yes, in terms of the club licensing. So they are very important, yeah.
Maybe when it started, people were not really sure about it. But maybe they...
You mean South African people was not sure about that?
Yes. They weren't really sure about the African Super League. Maybe they look at the word Super League and they think it's the European version of the African Super League.
Now, there is a big difference. European vision was the problem, was how to share the resource. But Africa is to create the resources. There's a big difference. In Africa, they have the system of promotion relegation. That was not in Europe. So there's something completely different. Difference. And you know, in football, it's not good to be strong alone. You need your partner to be also strong. If there is only one Mamelodi, Sundowns will dominate all the football, there will be no interest. We need a big opposition to make your football good. So we need also the duplication of the the South African League in all the countries, all the continent, sorry.
And I think to those who are organizers, maybe there was also a concern that the African Super League, is it not going to come and kill the existing leagues? No,
that is completely wrong. You cannot exist, because the existing league is the heart of this project. You know, there are some clubs in some countries, they are playing the domestic championship, they are playing the cup, they are playing the league cup, and they are playing the African Cup of Nations, African inter-club competitions. So there is the place for everybody. We calculate all this, the league will be continue playing. You play in the league, and you play in the Super League. There is space for everybody. Yeah.
You said you're launching in August 2023. How are the preparations going? The last time I checked, in the press conference that you had with the president, he was talking about this very strong commercial interest that you are getting in this league.
Yeah, I have to say that the CAF president, President Motsepe, is working hard on this. It's kind of his baby, this project. I mean, we have interest not only the investors, big interest also in the broadcaster and the sponsors. But there are some aspects still ongoing regarding the legality of this, the entity we will run this. All this is, the preparation still ongoing very, very well.
Mm-hmm. So the big interest is the broadcasters from outside Africa as well?
Yes, the interest in from US that I've heard, US and Europe also, they are interested on this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you see this league as and especially during your term in office, as a league that could change the face of African football?
Yes. That is the brilliant idea of the President Motsepe. This league, if you take 3 players, you take the player like DJ Drogba. DJ Drogba player, the quality of this player, you cannot retain them. They will go. But the second and the third, instead to go to play in Guangzhou, in Shanghai, or in the second division of Luxembourg, keep them in the continent to elevate the quality of the competition. And also, this will stop immigration. You look, the example where we are, there are very few players in South Africa going to play abroad. Why? Because it's well organized, they are well paid. The league will be the same. We have to pay our player properly. They will need to go to Europe, to cross Mediterranean, to take a big risk. So this is a socially very, very important tool, and in terms of to elevate our competition. Because they have the talent here, but give them the opportunity to bright. This is the occasion.
And I see that as part of the club licensing, you're also involved to make sure that when you introduce this league, and that each team must also, in terms of the club licensing rules, have a women's team as well.
Yeah, this is the criteria that you need to have it, because you cannot develop, only football men. As you can guess, the first Gold Cup in Africa will come from the women who bring it. So we have to develop also women. That will be correct to put this one come the criteria. When you participate in in the African Super League, you have the women team.
Mm-hmm. Which then brings me to last year you had your first CAF Women's Champions League. There was no prize money, but I see that this time around you've done some good changes, meaning that the tournament in Morocco soon will bring something different.
Yeah, you're right. This will be the first time that we will allocate the prize money to the participating club in the final. The President Motsepe decided with his executive to do something, but it's only the beginning. This I can promise you, this will be increased soon. But at the beginning, we start with the winner will get 400,000. The runner-up will get 250,000. The semi-finalists, 2, they will get 200,000. And the third of group 2, they will get 150,000. And the fourth of group, there are 2, they will get 100,000 each. So this is just for the beginning. But remember that we start from 0. The first edition was 0, and this edition we make the full financial effort to provide this prize money. And this will not stay, these figures will not stay, I don't think, next year.
And I can imagine that in the long run you want to go the Super League route as well when it comes to women's clubs football.
So can you repeat your question, sorry?
No, I mean that when it comes to women, also in the long run you want to go the route of the Super League route here.
Why not? Why not? I don't know what's in the mind of my president, but I think one of the big concern, not concern, big objective of the President Motsepe is to bring the football, women football, no, we can football play by the women in the same level with the men. I think he's taking the good way.
Listening also, because I've been part of the press conferences when you hold them around, and there was a big issue when you came on board, because it was for everyone well documented in terms of the difficult finances of CAF. How far are you from making that turnaround, and what will make it possible to have that turnaround?
That is true. When we arrived, the financial state of CAF was desperate. I'm not saying that we are out of the water, but we put a good plan in order to have a safe financial system. We are putting the procurements. We are putting just to organize better the administration. You can save a lot of money. And why we are a little bit stuck is that we inherited some contracts that we cannot change. We have to continue with them. And at the end of the cycle, I think it's not a secret that a lot of sponsors knocking out in CAF doors. They are knocking to come in as a partner. But as we have the link, we have to respect, even if it was not signed by the new administration, new president, we have to respect the term that the contract that was signed before. So after this term, I think that the financial of CAF will be, I cannot say will be bright, it will be more than that.
And when is this cycle ending so that you can then have a...
I can say in 1 year and 1 year enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what is the latest regarding the Lakadia case?
Yeah, I cannot say too much in this because they're still in the arbitration with them. You know that this is a big stone. No, it cannot be the small stone in our shoes, but we are trying to solve this problem. We have in arbitration, so I cannot say too much on this.
Yes. Just to go back to the Super League, the introduction of the Super League, then what is going to happen with the CAF Champions League and with the CAF Confed?
Yeah, the structure is simple. You have the Super League, you have an African Super League with 24 clubs. We come from in 3 regions, 8 per region. You have the North, you have the West and Center, you have the South and the East. Each region will provide 8 clubs. These 8 clubs will be chosen according to the ranking in the CAF ranking, according to the criteria of club licensing, and they will play between them, and the last of each group will play with the winner of Confederation Cup. That's what I mentioned to you before. It will be this is different with the Europe. There will be a promotion and relegation system.
Yeah. Just 2 more questions, SG, and then I leave you. The first one, we've seen how helpful Morocco has been. You hold most of your tournaments there in Morocco. But how do you maybe balance so that we don't seem to be taking all the African tournaments to Morocco? I know that you're looking for standards, and Morocco is bidding. But how do you get to make sure that you balance the allocation of the tournaments?
First of all, I have to correct. Morocco is not taking. You know, when we open the bid to organize the CAF competition, even your country don't bid, don't send the application. I'm sorry. It is only Morocco will send the application. How we can to say to Morocco no? Because they are putting their money, they are putting the infrastructure and the disposal of Africa. You have the amazing infrastructure here, so but bid, send your bid. So we cannot say this will be unfair. Because Morocco, they are willing to develop football, not their country, in Africa also. We cannot deprive them on this. They bid, They win they bid, they organize.
Are you not concerned that because now you find that others cannot match Morocco's bid, and now Morocco is becoming the only country to host the tournament?
If the rest of the member association, they're sitting looking the train pass, the train will continue to pass. Just send the application. SAFA, nobody prevents SAFA to send the application. They can send. Nobody prevents FECOFA and DRC Congo to send the application. But you send the application, you need to have the facilities.
Yeah, and finally, obviously, in South Africa we're also happy to have President Motsepe to be there at CAF as the president. What can you say about his time at CAF so far and the role he's playing in turning around the situation there?
It's amazing because when he was a candidate, people saying that it's too much, a lot of business, we really have no time for football. We have the call every day, 2 hours call every day or more. Once I tell him that you are putting more time in football than your business, you will be in trouble with your business. So just to say, the point I'm making that is fully dedicated in football. One thing he said that's very touching when he said that I'm doing what I'm doing in CAF now is to give back that Africa gave me. I mean, this is, that is second for person that he declined to receive the per diem from FIFA. He put it for the CAF staff. He received the indemnity. He has the right to get it as a FIFA vice president and the CAF president. But he declined to receive it. He gave it to CAF to support, to give the bonus to the CAF staff.
So all the bonuses?
Yeah, all.
I think the last time I checked it was 40,000 USD, 80,000 USD. All that money is taken back.
I don't know your figures, but all the money.
Okay.
All. I know they will not happy that I say that, but that's happening.
Yeah, and what goes through your mind when you read and see people saying, no, he's Infantino's puppet and all those things?
Yeah, I mean, if you were me, maybe you can think yes, but how Patrice Motsepe could be puppet of someone? It's impossible. To have puppet to do what? People, a lot of people, these people, they don't know how is Patrice Motsepe. I'm telling you, it can be puppet to no one. No one. But I mean, you have to work with, he's the vice president of Infantino. They have to work together. What is puppet? Is puppet because you respect the rule? You are puppet because you are good friend with the FIFA president? If it is to be puppet, okay, we are puppet. Because I respect you, I respect the rule. No. This is just the people with bad faith. That's it.
Yeah, and then the final one. I see you promoted this man. Is he turning the situation of TV at CAF around now?
Which man?
Luxor.
You talking about Luxor September?
Yes.
No, honestly, we are lucky to have him because this guy very intelligent. He knows the football, really passionate in football, and the role he's playing in CAF now is incredible. He's in charge. He will develop the digital aspect of CAF. He's doing a lot in television, doing incredible things. You see the last AFCON, the production of AFCON, thanks to him. So he brings the value in CAF. We are very lucky to have him, really.
Okay. No, thanks so much.
Thank you.